I got dummy luck. Give it on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it?
From a city that has hosted 10 Super in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows to get the ball to him right away.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's Young on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Second down and 4.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. And that's complete to Sanders. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready?
They'll go again with Sanders. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young now. His pass caught at the 4. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Byrne. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, Saints! Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
Sanders diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To throw on second down, Byrne. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Let's go now.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set.
Off play action. Byrne. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Slide through.
In motion is Chenault. To throw on 3rd down. Byrne. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Ready,
This
ready.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Let's go. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Another run with Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, set.
3rd and 5. Now here's Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Set. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. they're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Carlos Basham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
16 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted through the middle of the field. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Go now. Black, red. Set.
On 1st and 10, Byrne. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Real green. Hut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Ready,
Now they
ready.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Byrne. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Black shot. Steel. Black. Set. Cut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. And his kick is good. They'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards. End zone for a touchback.
'Ready?
35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Byrne. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first down. Byrne. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Black Ultra. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 28-0 lead, you figure they're just going to be happy to take this lead right into the locker room. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Striker, 3-3. Shovel, 38. Drill, 52. 22 needle.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
10 cycle. Set.
Off the play fake. Burn. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mega. On the ball. On the ball.
Another run here with Sanders. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready up. Set, cut.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
12 yards is the pickup there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Cut, cut.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0.
42. Saints nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to throw. Burn. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Saints punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we
So
go.
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, go Fury. On the ball.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Check Fury. Set.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Byrne. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go. Set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Off play action. Byrne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready, break.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Byrne. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Burn.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Now might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Sanders, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Burn. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
3rd and 19.
Back to throw. Burn. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.